Hello and welcome to Budapest. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Daniel Berkal. Daniel, thank you so much for joining me. Would you first of all like to give a brief introduction to yourself?
Okay. My name's Daniel Berkal. I travel the world and talk to strangers, and I've been enjoying that. It's been pretty good. Yeah. I do lots of ethnography. I do lots of immersive research. That's the way I like to put it.
Awesome. And so you did a presentation here in Budapest. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Totally. I call it breaking down the glass, and I like the idea of talking to people in their natural environment and making them feel really comfortable. And the way to do that is not being a faker, right? So I don't like putting people inside like hospital-like environments, like focus group rooms. But you kind of have to do that occasionally. And so what I do is I like to prime the pump by giving them an immersive experience first. So the examples I gave in the presentation here involved rock climbing and going to nightclubs and that kind of stuff first, and then you bring it back into a more standardized environment, keeping the clients happy with things they're familiar with, while also having an interesting approach, which I think makes everyone win. Yeah. So everyone wins because when you do an immersive approach followed by a traditional kind of follow-through, clients are happy because they're comfortable, and the clients get to go back to their office and they're like, wow, that was an amazingly interesting experience. The participants totally feel at home, so they don't feel like they're being cited like lab rats, because participants are not lab rats. Some are, but don't tell them that. And don't tape that. And then
we can edit that bit out.
Okay, yeah, good. And you also the project wins because the project is more true to life. And from the research team, myself and my staff all totally feel really excited and really eager to put the best things together to make everything pop perfectly. And so I really think that by doing this kind of approach, everyone wins.
Okay, so you break down the barriers first, taking them into a social situation, and then you bring it back to a professional kind of context.
Well, I don't even make the distinction between professional and social. So, for example, if there's a topic that we're studying that involves the example I gave in here was male bonding. So the client wanted to find out about male bonding experiences, so we suggested that we take these group of friends rock climbing first. We spent a half day rock climbing, and rock climbing is really difficult. Have you ever rock climbed?
Yeah, it's hard, and you got to be strong.
You seem stronger than I am. I'm not very strong at all, and so myself and my producer joined in as well, and we rock climbed too. Very poorly, especially compared to these guys who were totally doing it for real. But because we spent the time and we brought the clients along too, and because we spent all the energy putting that all together, in the end, the focus group that followed through was held in the client's home, not the client's, in the respondent's home. They felt totally comfortable, so we spent like 8 hours in field bonding with them on mountains, watching me be a total sissy.
So tell me, is there any barrier to the task that you can do? So you've used the example of rock climbing. You know, how extreme can we go?
Well, it's not about extreme, but you can go pretty extreme. I mean, we've done a whole variety of immersive techniques. Everything from as simple as like hangouts and sleepover kind of things to completely nightclub takeovers. We do reality TV shows inside those. So we like keeping things very interesting and fun.
Awesome. That sounds really interesting. And with regards to other papers that have been here thus far at Budapest, has anything caught your eye? Anything interested you?
To be deadly honest, I thought yesterday was the best day I've ever had at a conference. I usually, and again, don't tell anyone this, but I usually ditch out of conferences a lot, and I spend time writing reports and all that kind of stuff. Yesterday I spent the entire day inside because it was so good. From the very beginning, the behavioral economics stuff was awesome, following through to like... there was some, like, Dottie did this great artistic presentation. Luigi had these amazing verbiages that he used and imagery of clouds. And I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. I'm trying to recall the actual presentation titles even, but every single thing I saw yesterday was amazing, which is good, right?
Of course. I've heard generally and on social the reaction's been amazing to a lot of these presentations. And so you're clearly a well-traveled guy. Budapest, you a fan?
This is the best city in Central Europe that I've been to. Yeah, this place is cool. This place is ahead of the trend on so many ways. The thing I'm most excited about Budapest is the idea of these escape games that are going on here.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, have you ever done them or not?
No, I'm going to this weekend. It's on the agenda.
We're doing that also, I think. So
Let's meet up.
well, let's try to escape together. Or, yeah. No, this city's great. The food is awesome. So my background is I'm a North American Jewish kid, and it just so happens that a lot of the food here, even though it has different names, is very similar to the food that my grandparents made when they were like living in Manitoba. And so it's like noodly, meaty, delicious, rich goodness. So I've been pretty into that. I've gained at least 7 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, the food is really good. I think that's kind of been a general consensus as well.
Also, the wine is very good. But
And the beer? Can we give the beer a shout out?
I don't think the beer is as good. I think the wine here, I've heard an argument this is the next big wine region of the world. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's this one grape called Kek Frankos, which I'd never heard of. And if you were to drill a hole inside of me, I'm pretty sure Kek Frankos would drip out right now.
Okay, cool. Daniel, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the conference and your time in Budapest.
Cheers, mate.